Hello students, welcome back from break. All right, this is a new project that I am starting this year. Hopefully it goes well. I thought I would make a sample presentation for you to give you a better idea of what I'm looking for here. All right, so grading rubric here, 25-point assignment, homework classwork category, so not a test quiz category, but you need to have a good idea of what I'm looking for. So an A quality presentation will have your basic who, what, when, where, why, how information, okay? Don't label your slides who, what, when, where, why, how. That's really annoying, and it's not a good way to do things. So don't do that. You'll have to cite your work, including images. I'll show you examples of that, and have a complete works cited slide in MLA format. Okay, visually needs to be neat, clean, interesting, appealing, but nothing spectacular. Okay, I don't want you going for humor or anything like that necessarily. No spelling, grammatical errors. Don't put videos in there. I just want to hear you tell me the information. And then no unnecessary distracting things like memes or pictures of my face taken from Google. Those things are very annoying as well. Okay, no minimum number of slides, but you do need a title slide with a topic, name, class period, and a complete works cited page, as I mentioned. Explain all technical vocabulary and any events that you're referring to. Not in great detail, okay, but two examples here. If you're covering Teresa of Avila or John of the Cross, they're both mystics. Tell me what a mystic is, so I know that you know, okay? Not because I don't know, but you need to show me that you understand what you're talking about, not just copying words. If you are covering Charles Borromeo, he's important in relation to the Council of Trent, okay? Give me a little bit of information on the Council of Trent, again, just to show me that you know what you're talking about. Use at least two sources in addition to your textbook. Okay, some suggested sources, New Advent, excellent Catholic encyclopedia there. Any one of these people and events, you can find a very detailed entry on them. Encyclopedia Britannica is pretty reliable as well. Don't use Wikipedia except to find other sources potentially. If you have a question about a specific source, ask me about it. Morning, Gus. Come on down, buddy. Okay. All right, sample presentation. I did St. Benedict, number one, because he's not part of the Counter Reformation, so you can't copy off this. And number two, because he's awesome. So, nice title slide, well balanced, clean, the colors work well, and it's simple. So, title, topic, my name, class period. Okay. I open with a quote. This is the very first line from the Rule of St. Benedict. Okay, so that's kind of a cool thing to do if you can do that. All right, you don't have to do that, but I think quotes are important. All right, fall of the Roman Empire here. This is a historical background slide. So again, you have to put your person or event in historical context. One of the very important things to understand about Benedict is he's born very shortly after the fall of the Roman Empire in the West. That's critical for understanding the influence then of monasticism, right, as we talked about earlier this semester. So historical background, if you were doing a presentation, I'd say this is probably too much text on the slide. I admit I do this as well, but for my sake, the sake of this project, this is fine, okay? I'm looking basically for the information you'd put in a research paper, put into a Google Slides format, okay? All right, so St. Benedict, basic information on him. I do have an image. All right, citing the image, just saying this is what the image is. Here's where I got it from. This is a URL, takes you to Wikimedia Commons, public domain. Pay attention to copyrights and permissions for sharing. Public domain means I can use it. If it's a Creative Commons license or something, usually you have to attribute it to the person who put the picture up, okay? But make sure you have the rights to use it. All right, so basic background, you got some the year he's born, where he's born, some of the stuff he does early on. Okay, the growth of Benedict's influence now. Okay, telling the story of his life and kind of ramping up to what becomes really important. Notice throughout the slideshow, the colors are consistent. Okay, the font is consistent. The font sizes are consistent throughout the whole thing. Okay, neat, clean, consistent. All right. We have another slide here then. back to an image. Okay, so notice I'm alternating no image to image, no image to image. Okay, so you don't want to have every slide look exactly the same. The image kind of gives a little, it contributes something here. All right, so that's good. All right, then we get to the rule of St. Benedict, different slide format here. Okay, so we see what is the rule, provides a blueprint for life as monasteries, and now I'm citing a particular historian. Okay, so I'm actually talking about him specifically. Now you'll find out who John Bidmar is using my works cited page. Morning, Gus. Come on down, buddy. Oh, you got your bar? Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm pointing that out. This is drawing directly from that source, which you will find at the end of the presentation. Hey, buddy. You want to come back here? Oh, boy. You need to wipe your nose, don't you? Holy smokes. Yeah, snot. Snot is right. Wipe this. Grab your bar. It's on the floor, isn't it? Yeah. All right, go ahead and grab that. Come help me with my video, okay? Here, bud. Where go? Well, you got it, I think. Hey. Okay. Yeah, there's one over there still? Yeah. Okay, we'll pick it up later then, okay? Okay. All right. Adjust this a little bit. Okay. What? You pooped? Yeah. All right, we'll change your diaper after the video, okay? All right, so introduce what the rule is, and then give the important things about the rule, okay? All right, again, this is a text-heavy slide, and then, boom, get to the influence of St. Benedict. Okay. So you tell him, okay, when does he die? Becomes the basis for the life of nearly every monastery throughout the Middle Ages, okay? And so you give why Benedict and his rule are important, okay? Ending with maybe the strongest point. And that is my phone, yes, sir. Phone? It's Dad's phone, yeah. Okay. Okay. And then ending with another important quote, okay, pointing out how critical Benedict and his monks were for the formation of Europe, okay? So that kind of drives the point home. They say don't end research papers with quotes. You can end your presentation with a quote if you wish, though. Okay. One note on this. So I'm citing John Henry Newman, but it's an indirect citation quoted in Bidmar, Catholic Church Through the Ages, okay? So make sure if you're quoting indirect sources that you point that out as an indirect source, okay? Works cited, boom. You've got 4 sources here. Do cite your textbook if you use your textbook. You don't have to cite every single piece of information, but if you are quoting something directly, okay, like I pointed out earlier, then point that out in the text, okay? All right. So that's complete there. So you look back at your rubric very quickly and you say, who? Yep, I've got the who in there. I've got the what, okay, what he did. When he lived and was active, where he was in Italy, Subiaco, then Monte Cassino, born in Nursia, how he did these things, okay, so that's part of the kind of narrative of the story, and then why he was important, okay. All of that stuff is in there, not in incredible detail, but it's there. Cite your work, it's all done properly, visually interesting. That doesn't mean having a picture on every single slide, okay. No spelling, grammatical errors. Okay, no videos in there. No memes or stupid things like that. What? Lacey ate it? Yeah. Well, oh well. You haven't even eaten that, so you should focus on what you do have. Okay, buddy? Sound good? Yeah. Okay. More bar. More bar? Yeah. Well, eat the bar that you have. You haven't even eaten that. Okay. That's all gone? Yeah. Well, only because you just took that out. Okay. Can you wave and say hi to my students? Can you look at this light? See that light, buddy? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it's pretty weird. You don't understand the concept of videos yet. All right, I think that covers pretty much everything. So hopefully that is helpful as you go into this project.